I'm Raven, and welcome back to Realms of the Haunting. When we left off, we had this crazy puzzle with the sliding doors. And so, to assist in the solving of this most serious of sliding, conciliating something, I've got my little notebook out, first time in this game, and we're just going to do ourselves a quick little sketchy-do. Because if we're going to have any chance of solving this puzzle, we're going to need to be able to write stuff down. And rather than me doing this off camera, or just, you know, me doing what I usually do and talking whilst showing... just talking while you guys listen to me blather on about something that I'm doing that you can't see, I'm going to allow you to see what I am doing. Am I not a kind and gracious person that records videos on the internet who happens to have cameras that can do this sort of thing? I do have a lot of cameras, especially with the Open Game Master thing. I got a couple of cameras for that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to subdivide this into... I should have actually brought these lines right across. How foolish of me. Into the grid that we see before us. And then, to the best of my ability, I'm going to tie these to our 5 pads. Now, I believe they were 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I appreciate my hand's probably going to be in the way for a lot of this, but every so often my hand will move out of the way and then you'll be able to see. Okay, we need to get access to this particular, yes, this face in particular. So, if this is where the control pad is, so we're saying north is that way, we want to get access to this face here. Shade in these edges here. Now the trouble we will have is I don't actually know what state we are in. I would imagine that when you first come to this puzzle, when it's fresh, you're in a state where all of the doors are up. And I'm not certain we're going to be able to get to that state again. Yeah, because for example, this door here is open. So the first thing we're going to need to do is tie these pads. So I'm going to go A, B, C, D, and E. And then whenever these doors move, based on the pad that I push, we'll just mark that that particular door is controlled by the pad. And in doing so, we'll be able to figure out which ones we need to push in order to achieve the state that we desire. So let's push A. So you can see immediately that A does this one. Now, I'm not going to completely discount that 2 pads may control the same door, but I feel fairly confident that it's probably a simplistic enough puzzle that you just have to have a certain on-off combination of doors. I can see it's doing something to one of the doors inside, but it is difficult to tell. Very difficult to tell. Yeah, so there's a hole there. Which is still there, so A does not do that one. Let's see what we can see with B. Is that an inside one, or is that the back? Ooh. Or was that one? This is very hard. I think it was this internal one here. I suppose a slightly easier way to do this would be to take a screenshot and then compare the AB. That might be slightly easier. Yeah, so B controls this one. I should probably use a different color pen, actually. What a good thing that I have all these multitude of colors of pens to make my life much more colorful. Well, I'll use the red from now on. It'll look a little messy on those first two. He also seems to do one at the back over here. I couldn't tell. Hang on. Get into position. So C does that one. Yes, C definitely does that one. And that looks like an internal one. I'm thinking C is this one here. Oops, too far away. Yes, C is this one. Oh well, there we go, puzzle solved. Well, there we go. See, that's how you solve a puzzle, guys. Yeah. Boom. Job done. Am I not the puzzle master? Let me get that off the screen. There we go. Yep. Why is it so dark in here now? Honestly. I mean, what was that? The light switch? I'm supposed to be opening doors or something, not turning off the lights. Alright. Let me just get rid of you. And get rid of you. Okie dokie, pig and a pokey. Let's give it a save. Do these still work? Yes, yes they do. Never mind. Okay, so we still have that to figure out. I'm still not quite sure what that means. Oh shoot, it's something. I'm not actually sure what that is. But we can turn it. Looks like a bit like a gun. We can turn it ever so incrementally. I'm assuming this will fire it. Yes, yes it does. Now, what exactly are we firing this at? Do we have to fire it at the torches? I'm guessing it's currently firing into the wall. A little counterintuitive. You'd think the explosion would come out of the long pointy bit. So let's try and aim it at that torch there. Or maybe it is coming out the long pointy bit. Ah, there we go. Is it a shooting gallery? Is that what we're doing here? Yes, it's a shooting gallery. Nice reuse of their gem props from earlier. Okay. Ooh, burning. Let's not go down there. I'm going to assume that means that we've successfully solved this strenuous, very, very strenuous puzzle. Whew, reeling after that one. Okay, I'm seeing... what, some sort of laser maze, maybe? So, switches do individual blocks. Some of which do multiples of blocks that are also controlled by others. And now we just have to do the opposite. Again, I could take some time to write down what each of these ones do. But in the time it would take me to do that, I can just do that. Damn, this place is getting so... this place is getting really, really dark. I don't like it. Oh, I do not like the look of this at all. Yeah, I figured something like that would happen. I don't actually get hurt by anything, but something... ow. Fired. Yowza. I see. So there's a shooty thing. No, there we go. Which will just blast you repeatedly if you failed its challenge. Now see, that one does blast off, but it doesn't seem to actually hit us. Neither does that one. That one does, however. Maybe I need to jump? Hell, maybe I can crouch. Nope, they thought ahead to that one. The hell? Well, that's not completely and utterly disturbing. Let's get the old, nothing. I'm not seeing anything I can hit. The floor pads don't seem to do anything. What am I missing here? What am I missing? There's got to be something about this puzzle that I'm not quite getting. Because these floor pads are pretty unavoidable. And each one just triggers a thing, which does fire straight toward you. I mean, I suppose I could just... ooh, hello. That's sort of rotating, and I did for a moment have a red cursor. Let's just quaff down some health drink so we can get a little bit further in. Ow. Well, I guess I'm getting hit from 4 different directions there. Okay, so there is a thing here which is going backward and forward. Now that I've broken that, I wonder what's going to happen. What's this?
Hey, what's this? Is this the source of the magic you detected?
Blue vial? When did I pick up a blue vial? Okay, so breaking these mirror things that go backward and forward seems to be the trick to this. Well, that didn't work. Hang on. I guess you're supposed to carefully pick your way through and break all of the mirrors? I wonder if it's even possible to just run down there if you have enough health potions. Okay. So from here, I don't see any back and forthing mirrors that you can actually hit. I am, however, going to change to Cult. There's none there that I can see. I know there's one here that's going backward and forward, but we can't actually see that one. I don't particularly see down there. Nope, I'm not getting this. I can see what I have to do. I'm not really seeing how I'm supposed to go. Okay, for a second there I thought I was onto something, but no. It was not to be. Let's go ahead and get my gun back. And just deal with the ones that we can see. Or try to, anyway. Maybe I need something with a bit of an AoE to it. The black holes are the ones that fire the stuff. That is already broken. Maybe it's a case of knowing which pads you can avoid. Because we can avoid that one. This pad in fact doesn't seem to do anything. Possibly because triggering the previous pads caused it to blow up. So these things can break those back and forthy mirrors. That one shoots that way. Not quite sure which direction I have to be going to not trigger that one. That one shoots that way. And that one shoots down the hall. That should now have destroyed that, right? No, perhaps not. Wow, it doesn't matter where you go, that thing is just blip, 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 blip. I mean, there's got to be some obvious logic to this that I am utterly missing. I can do that now. For whatever good that does. Okay, so this pad is also disabled. That mirror is broken. There is a mirror thing here, but it's just behind a force field that I can't do anything about. Okay, there's one more. Which turns off that one. That one is still working. Because it is behind a force field, perhaps. And force fields stop fists? Yes, yes they can. What about my explosive cannon? Maybe that can go through. No, of course not. So how do we deal with these force fields? So far as I can see, there's no runes. Aside from the ones behind the force fields, I feel like I've gotten all of the bendy mirrors that I can. Oh, hang on, there's one here. What? How did I miss this one? Oh, unless it's a chain. By destroying one, it lowers the force field on another? Is that what's happening? God damn it. Oh, I'm down the end, aren't I? I forget which routes are safe. Clearly not that one. Can we now get that one there? I think so. Ow. Okay, that would seem to tell me that we are done here. Yeah, that wasn't so hard. I still don't quite get it, but hey. Well, hang on, come on, there's got to be some point to this room. Is the entire point of this room just to kill you? Just to make you think, hey, I gotta come down here, and then you die? I guess. Hang on, let's... Oh shit, those things are still firing. No, the force field is still up. don't see any other mirrors to deal with. This room just mystifies me. I don't get it, not in the slightest. I mean, the other room has gone dark. That tells me that we've done it. But there's clearly a thing here, which tells me we haven't done it. Okay, this one is done. This one is also done. First one is not done. However, it does make a clicky noise. As does that one. Yeah, these ones don't. So I've got to walk over the pads in a certain order? Does seem a bit thingy. Right. Okay, we've almost got the order sorted out. But not this one. Unless the clicky ones are just pads that will fire stuff at me, of course. Is that all it was? The clickiness is actually what's firing the pads. The mirrors are just... Right, so that's what the whole thing was. Going around and destroying the mirrors was the main objective. Everything else was just icing. And the actual technique here is to bunny hop. Oh, there you go, I figured it out. But the force field hasn't yet fitted on the control pad. There's still something else that we have to do here. And I couldn't for the life of me tell you what. Let's go to the next room. Oh, that's the last one. Well, gosh darn. Gosh and darn it. Yeah, that's the last one, alright, isn't it? Yep. Absolute... Ooh. Last one.